Alright, Bob. No, I don't really thought that would be really funny for people. Maybe something I should start doing. This poem I've just done has just made me absolutely bawl. I'm not going to cry now because that'd be absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, it's just really made me cry. I think it's just really hard to like admit something wrong about yourself. And yeah, I'm going to be 23 in like 4 days, and this is kind of like a note to self. It is a love poem, but I'm guessing my 23rd year I'm going to start writing about like politics and crime and don't know what else. I won't, but we'll see. This is called Hide Your Heart. I'm the worst for hurt. I throw myself in situations and I get burnt with every twist and turn I fall, and it's worth it all because I met you. Weird. Love isn't always magic, but I felt it and it's incredible. Since I found love in strangers, put my eggs all in one basket, taken risks that turn out tragic. I'm a walking sonnet, the notebook in human form. But it's worth it all because I met you. This is for every you, every person I've handed my heart to, which has been a considerable amount since my first year. But what can you do? Heartbreak can do weird things to you. I've woken up in crowded single beds with an aching head and an empty heart, and that's only the start of it. Sent texts after beers saying, "You're incredible," because Sam Miguel convinced me of it. Take me with a pinch of salt. I'd write it on billboards if I meant it. You'd be able to run me over with a bus and I apologise for the mess up. I've held my hot tongue until it bled, filed my fingers to fit yours properly. I'd use my last breath to apologise profusely for not being able to cook your breakfast in the morning. I'd have pulled off every eyelash I had to make your wishes come true, thrown every penny I owned into wells for you, so please, don't consider a drunken text at 2:30 to be an I love you. It's a you'll do. I put strangers on the highest pedestals to distance myself, imagine them to be somebody else. I presume things like, if I said I wrote poetry, you'd be the type of guy to say, "You reckon you'll write one for me?" And I'll say no. Then you'd read this and realise it was inevitable. I presumed you preferred summer over winter and liked Rubicon mango, only because it's a massive part of my being. I reckon if you're as perfect as you're letting on, you pretty much have to like. I presumed you'd be good at sports, you just kind of looked like you would be. You preferred tea over coffee and had travelled a little. You'd had a glow that whispered of other lands, but not one bold enough to just suggest a lad's holiday to Zante. You didn't look like that sort of guy, although you could be, as this was all presumptions. I reckon you may be a little bit magical, but I didn't want to suggest this in case nobody else was supposed to know. I definitely 100% think you might be, though. You're a triple letter score on Scrabble using a word I'm pretty sure I've made up, but somehow works. I'm worried. Somebody will work out I'm really not sure what I'm doing here or why you're here. I'm winging every last minute, but stay a little longer. I presumed you put a lot down to fate. Sometimes it's better to be a victim than a failure. I reckon you might be quite a proud person, which isn't a bad thing. But just now I presume you'd look just as beautiful in your failures as your successes, just guessing. I thought that maybe the fact to fit under your arm meant you were just for me. I wasn't so sure about that presumption though, so I decided that maybe it's just down to you drinking a lot of milk and my mom smoking throughout pregnancy, which stunted my growth at 5'8". I could have been a giant. I presumed you wouldn't like me as a giant, so I thanked my mum that evening when she asked why. I offered her a cigarette and hung around in hope that second-hand smoke would reduce any chance of a late growth spurt. She questioned me sitting at her ankles, and I told her my balance wasn't so great these days, and I was safe to see her. She said, "He sounds wonderful." I said, "I think he is, but I was only guessing. Couldn't be 100% just yet. Bet you got your bread fit, but not on bacon sandwiches, because that's just weird, and I think you might be a little weird, but not weird enough to do that. I reckon you were good at maths, but not so great at English. I bet you passed it, but didn't excel in it, which is okay, because apparently not many people do run in both. You could be an exception there. Sometimes I think you might be extraordinary. Like if you told me that tomorrow that you saved the world on Tuesday, a cat from a tree on Wednesday, and cured 3 of the deadliest diseases on the planet on Thursday, I reckon I'd believe you. This morning I woke up in the crease of your elbow. I know we're too close for strangers. We aren't strangers, but I know less about you than I should do. The conversation your mom has with you, it's what two people in love do. It isn't true. I can count sleepovers on 2 hands and love with 1/10 of that. I have a heart that lands in all sorts of mess. I wouldn't want anything less, but I confess. Waking up in the crease of your elbow made the walk home, the quiet get up, the can I get a taxi number, not waking your housemates up a little harder. I'm smarter than to think this will amount to anything, but waking up in the crease of your elbow, tucked into your chest, kisses on forehead, made this bed a little harder to get out of. This isn't love. And hide in your heart, it will prevent all of this. Love, the world's most idiotic romantic. That's it. Hope you like it. Bit sad. Yeah. Thanks for listening. Cheers.